How long was that? Okay, it took about a minute. Okay. All right, so we were back to, we were doing the slant height Pythagorean theorem. Maddie, did I answer your question? Maybe the pyramid? Yeah. Okay, so I have a pyramid. And did I start that yet? Okay. Again, the slant height will be here. Do you agree? And did they give you the height? They probably gave you the height. Right, so 8, 6. Okay, what's happening is there is a right triangle right here. It's right there. That distance, that is a height. And then from here to there is going to be 4. It's going to be halfway across, okay? So if this is a 4, and then this is a, let's say a 10, you can use the Pythagorean theorem to find that. Do you see the right triangle right there? So that's what you would do. And you could find the slant height. Yes, you need to know it for the EOC, not for the quiz, but that would be one of the harder questions on the EOC. So I would go c squared. Okay, so and then from there you could finish it. So that would get you your slant height from right here, whatever that turned out to be. Okay, so I'm going to go to a new sheet and keep going. Okay, so keep going on our quiz here. The volume, the only thing that's on here that's a little tricky, I put the extra credit on there. Okay, the ones that you have to know are the rectangular prism one. You need to be able to find the volume for this, which is the easiest one of the group, because I think that's just, is that base, height, what did I leave off? Width, are they calling it width? Just multiply those together. And then the other one is this, I'm doing the sphere. And you're going to need to find a volume. So if they tell you that this is 16, you need to go look up your volume formula. Is that the one with the 4/3 on it? Yeah. Okay, so there's our formula for it. I'm going to pause. Okay, Alana, go ahead. This one? Okay, the way I would rewrite this formula is 4 pi r to the 3rd over 3. Because that way you just multiply and then divide by 3 when you're finished. So I'm going to end up with 4 times 3.14. My radius is what, Alana? So times 8 to the 3rd over 3. You're going to want to do this first. You're going to do your 8 times 8 times 8 and get that number and then multiply it with the 3.14 and the 4 and divide by 3 and you'll be finished. Okay? Okay, so the only one that has any thinking that's actually worth anything tomorrow is there is a shape that there are 2 of them. So we can pretend, let's say you had a rectangular prism, and let's say you had a pyramid on top. There's our pyramid on top. That's an 8 and a 6 and a 3. And I tell you this whole thing is what? Let's say it's 8. And I want to know the volume. So what procedure would we go through to find the volume for this thing? Any ideas, Claire? Right. Of our pyramid, find the volume of the pyramid. So we're going to do 2 different ones. And for some reason, I thought it right. Okay, so we are going to find our pyramid first. And that formula for volume is what? What's our pyramid volume? Big B? And then we need to find the rectangular prism one, right? No. Okay. There we go. And that formula is one of the easier ones too. That's our base width height one, base width height formula. So you need to do those 2. Because it's volume, you just need to do the 2 and add them together. So then add together. The only thing that made this hard was the fact that I didn't give you the height of the pyramid. You got to figure it out. So can somebody tell me the height? What's the height of our pyramid, Alana? Okay. Height. Go ahead, Alana. The question. This is area of the base. No, area of this, do you agree that the base of the pyramid is this shape here? Okay, this is a 6 by 8. Okay, so this will be a 6 by 8 for that area of that base. Okay, and back to my height here. Claire? Okay, wait a minute. Let's answer this question first. Can somebody answer the height for the pyramid real quick? Okay, yes, it is 5. And that came from this height is 3, and the whole thing is 8. So it had this part had to be 5. I'll have to turn that off later. So that's the height. Okay, because Claire, what was your question?
Once you add those together, would it just be whatever the answer is in units cubed?
Yes, it would be in whatever units cubed, because it's volume. So find this answer, which we kind of broke apart right here. If you're dealing with 1/3, you can multiply by 0.3 repeating, or you could just divide by 3 when you get your answer. And that is where I am stopping.